Everybody, welcome to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen. Richard, did you like that or what?
I love the new intro. Man, you are getting so good at this.
I know. I'm so glad I can do intros, talking, and all the other stuff. Maybe not as good, but we're getting there.
Fantastic.
We're getting there, buddy. Well, welcome everyone. So Cisco's Virtual Kitchen today. We're live from the Manitoba Hotel Association and Restaurant Association trade show, which is Western Canada's largest trade show in Western Canada. Did you know that, Richard?
It's the largest trade. It's Western Canada's largest trade show in Western Canada. That's what you just said. I just want to make sure that is it Western Canada. I'm just not clear on that.
The coffee hasn't kicked in, brother. I'm sorry.
Go get some Mont Parkers.
Yeah,
the one love, baby. Get the one love. I know they got it at the booth.
I'm gonna go get some coffee. Anyways, so Richard, what are we gonna be doing today? Are you using a lot of Lester's products today, or what?
You know what? We do use some Lester's products. Obviously, here they pay the bills on the left and on the right. They make all this wonderful stuff happen. These big, beautiful lights, these nice microphones and screens and all that sort of stuff. They make it happen. So of course we make some of their ingredients too. But today is special. This is the season finale of season 2 of TikTok versus Food Service with me, Richard White. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to talk about summer a little bit here and take inspiration from a commercial I saw on TV and kind of put it all together into something weird. But it all happened because I once watched a video that had some really interesting ingredients on it. And it took me back and made me think of things. So before I get too far into what the first recipe of today is, I want you to roll this clip though, because this clip is crazy. It's the coolest, weirdest, grossest. I don't know. You be the judge. You tell me if you think that you would eat this.
Okay, here we go. Richard, did it stop?
I think that's the video.
Was that the video?
That's the video.
That was the video.
A lot of people duet that. A duet.
You know what? I'd do it. I'd go for it.
A duet is like what we're doing right now, where I can see you and you can see me. No, so a lot of people will duet that with their reactions to somebody making that sandwich. So, like, to break it down for the folks at home, that sandwich is a chicken breast, like a deep fried, like southern fried chicken breast with ice cream on top. It looked like vanilla ice cream in this particular case. So
it looked like a lot of ice cream.
It looked like a lot of ice cream. Now, and then get this. So I've had that in my phone for a while. I saved that video a little while back, maybe a few weeks ago, because it was really intriguing. And then the other night, I watched Jeopardy. I'm one of these guys. I don't know about you.
Are you a Jeopardy watcher?
I'm a Jeopardy watcher. I was watching Jeopardy the other night, and sure enough, what comes on but an ad for a Canadian iconic restaurant called Swiss Chalet. Not Canadian Chalet, not Muskoka Chalet, Swiss Chalet. Anyways, Swiss Chalet came on, and they've got, believe it or not, a bunch of chicken sandwiches, and one of them has ice cream on it. Who knew? Who knew? But I can't copy iconic brands like Swiss Chalet. I need to make up my own. So I'm going to take Swiss Chalet's sandwich. I'm going to take that video and celebrate summer with the number one thing in Ontario to do in the summer, which is the CNE, which is extreme food. They deep fry everything at the CNE, from Mars bars to butter to apple pies. They deep fry. If it's made, they deep fry it. It's so good. You go around this place and you eat deep fried food, and it's so bad for you in the hot sun. But hey, you know what? Who cares? It's fun.
Richard, you can't be that much different than the Stampede, right?
I know. You know what? I've never been to Stampede.
It sounds like
Canadian. I know.
They deep fry everything. They deep fry your shoe if they could.
You know what? I've probably eaten something similar before, because Sneaky Pete's, remember that chain? Anyway, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to deep fry everything. So in order to deep fry everything, you got to make everything from scratch. So I made a hamburger bun from scratch. And then, I deep fried that thing.
You deep fried your thing?
I
That
deep fry the hamburger bun. You take the dough, you pin it out flat. I took like a coffee mug and cut out my, my shapes, my round shapes, scored the top a little bit to make it interesting. And then don't let it prove too much. Kind of keep it a little bit chilled, a little less than room temperature, and then gently lay it into the deep fryer, and it'll do that. It'll come up nice and brown.
Deep fried a bun?
Deep fried the bun. Deep fried the dough, not the bun.
Richard, you got a sad face on the. Someone posted a sad.
Somebody posted a sad face.
Sorry, dude.
Is it a health food person? Is it somebody who's promoting? It's the kale salesman, isn't it? The kale salesperson.
The kale guy off of TikTok.
There's a kale guy and the carrot guy. They're conspiring against the deep fried bun guy. All right.
First sad face I ever got.
It is the world of social media. Isn't it so much fun? We got to have a thick skin about these things. Somebody's sad about it.
Richard, you're hilarious.
Right. So I'm going to do something funny. Okay, so we deep fried the bun. Okay, so we got that part covered, right? Okay, deep fried.
Yeah.
Deep fried chicken breast. Spicy, fun stuff. Deep fried chicken breast.
Ever.
Now, we're going to deep fry the ice cream. Now,
okay.
I haven't deep fried the ice cream since I was kitchen manager at the 27th Street Roadhouse, whatever in Sound, which is the Marina restaurant there. So it's been, I don't know, 30 years since I've deep fried ice cream. 20 years. Somewhere. Oh yeah. So, anyways, we could fail live on live.
There's a lot that's happened, dude. There's a lot of things have happened in 30 years in ice cream.
I'm getting it out of the freezer. I can't see my freezer. I only have one camera. Guys, so to deep fry ice cream, basically you have to take ice cream out of the freezer, get it somewhat pliable, like soft, just knock a couple degrees off of it, and then coat it. Now, I took Frosted Flakes. Most people take Corn Flakes, but I like extra sugar. Why not? Hey.
Yeah.
Get you going. So, like heavily encrust it with this stuff, right? And then you just want to flash fry. It only takes a few seconds. Now, I don't know if I've got enough breading on this because I haven't done this in like almost 30 years. So if this explodes and hood suppression comes on, you know what happened. Just cut to a commercial or something, okay? We're going to do this live on TV.
All right. That ice cream, is it cold?
It's frozen. It's like you have to get it super cold, like really, really cold, or else it'll just melt, right?
Now, this is like dangerous, isn't it?
It could be.
Don't wreck that beautiful oven, man.
Thank you. The Italians, they make great ovens.
They make great fire extinguishers too.
I hope so. Okay, there's one.
For sad.
Woo! I gotta be quick here. Okay, so let's build this thing. Wicked bun. Whoa. Look at that inside.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, dude. Now, you deep fried it. Did you cut it before or you didn't cut it before?
I cut it after it came out of the deep fryer. I just, it's okay. It's almost like a cheese stick. And once it starts, the content's coming out. You're kind of done. Okay. Woo-hoo. You gotta be quick. Okay. So, plate.
Richard, let's just say, does that new sign say 90 years?
90 years. We've been around for 90 years. It was on the logo. You put it in the beginning, too. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think that's
brilliant. I've only been here for 85 of them, so I'm just going to take their word for it. Okay. So, bun. Chicken.
Okay, chicken. Deep fried bun. Deep fried chicken.
Deep fried bun. Deep fried chicken.
Did you put butter?
Ice cream. Oh, my. I need tongs.
Did you butter it?
What's that?
Did you butter the bun?
No, God, there's so much. It absorbs enough moisture and fat.
You didn't butter the bun, Richard?
No, I didn't butter the bun. Jay. Okay. This does not look wonderful. It's starting to get soft already. So we gotta, if you're gonna do this in a restaurant, you gotta serve it. Okay, now it needs a sauce. Now I can't deep fry the sauce, but I can fry some jalapenos in honey.
Honey?
Honey
fried. Have you tried honey pizza lately, Richard?
Have I fried any pizzas? I bought a pizza oven, a wood-fired pizza oven out of my back deck. Maybe next year we'll do one.
No, I was gonna say, have you tried honey pizza?
No.
I tried it at the Restaurants Canada show last month. Unbelievable.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Can I get this on camera?
Just wait a second.
Do
Just
it
let
this
me
way.
see if we can blow it up bigger. Just wait. Just
I didn't wait. I didn't wait for you. Oh, sloppy. Now, I'm not saying that's better than Swiss chalets, but I'm saying that's better than Swiss chalets, and you got to serve it quick.
there you go, dude.
I'm telling you.
You know that could work in a restaurant.
I think it can. Yeah, well, we serve deep fried, like ice cream in a restaurant. I don't know. Can I take a bite of it on live TV here?
Yes. Well, I was expecting you to, because
I don't know how to eat it.
that's always the rule, right? Like if you can't eat a thing on there on the show and stuff like that, you probably shouldn't be cooking it.
That's right. Okay. Always cut a sandwich in half. Okay. Well, hot and cold. I hope I had my Sensodyne toothpaste this morning.
Oh.
Okay. So jalapeno honey on the fried crunchy bits is fantastic, and it works with. I use chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream from Kawartha Dairy here in Ontario.
Little plug.
Mm-hmm. Oh my! Woo! Okay.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
It must be good. You froze the camera there for a second.
Spicy chicken breast. Whoo! Spicy honey.
Serious?
Chocolate chips. I don't know how to describe this other than probably the best sandwich I've ever had.
Serious?
There's something about the hot, the cold, the spicy, the salty, the fatty. There's
the well, you know what? I think
420's gone. We're not talking.
Maybe that's the key, dude.
Dude, this is. I want to eat the rest of it, right? I can't though because we're on TV. But that is.
I can't believe some poor person gave you a teary eye.
I don't know what to say about that.
You got a teary eye, dude.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so coming up next, we do have another video. Now, that you have to try. Deep fry everything. A little homage to Stampede or CNE, depending if you're east or west. We should call people down east and see if there's a down east festival that's like that. Anyways, and give them a plug.
You want to break for a quick commercial?
Let's break for a commercial. I'm gonna have another bite of that before it goes south on me because that is addictive. You got to get what you got to do this. Go to Swiss Chalet and try it, but this one's way better. And I haven't even tried theirs; it's way better. And then we got a cool video when we come back. We're actually going to use a Lester's product when we come back. So it's not all about fun stuff. It's going to be some serious something you could really, really do well in a restaurant. Okay, commercial break.
We'll be right back.
At Trident Seafoods, we believe that fish is the food of the future. We catch, process, and market the finest wild seafood Alaska has to offer. It's something we've been doing for over 45 years, and nobody does it better. Headquartered in Seattle, Washington, Trident Seafood's vertically integrated operation includes a fleet of more than 40 vessels, a dozen primary Alaska processing facilities, 6 value-added facilities in the lower 48 states, and strategically positioned locations around the world. Our Alaska seafood is caught by our own fleet, and we also partner with over 1,000 independent fishermen who have been part of the Trident family for generations. Our catches are boxed, labeled, and coated with detailed information so that Trident can constantly monitor for quality and consistency.
Today's consumer wants transparency in their supply chain more than ever. Trident Seafoods has the unique ability to track our products from the time they come out of the water, the time they're delivered to some of the leading retailers, club stores, and restaurants around the world. We can take the product code off of any box and track it back to when it was delivered, what time, what the temperature of the fish was.
With a wealth of experience in all aspects of the seafood industry and our continued commitment to building long-term relationships with our fishermen, the communities where we operate, and our customers, our goal at Trident Seafoods is to deliver the very best seafood the ocean has to offer for this generation and the next.
Welcome everyone back to Cisco's Virtual Kitchen with the legend Richard White from Lester's. Do you like that? I threw that little.
I like that. The legend, the man that is TikTok. I spend so much time on TikTok. I think I need to go see an optometrist or something to get glasses.
Richard, look who I have.
Hey, how's it going?
Chef Peter. Smoke meat sandwiches all day. Guess what we're eating right now? Guess what he just made with your products? Look, buddy.
Show me what you got. Is that smoked meat?
Yes, it is.
That looks. Tilt your cup down. Tilt it.
It's gonna spill. Look at this.
Oh, look at that. Oh my.
There you go, brother. See?
You know, when Lester's offered me the job to work here, they give you the contract, you know, like here's what you're gonna do. And I was like, I was hemming and hawing, and the owner slides a Montreal smoked meat sandwich across the table, and he threw that in as a signing bonus. And I'm like, sold.
There you go, buddy.
Sold. It's all about smoked meat.
How you like that?
Love that. You know, that's our company's like legacy. It's our history. It's definitely a big part of our future, but we do a lot of other really cool things as well with our state-of-the-art facility up in Montreal.
Richard, I'm not gonna eat. I stopped eating bread, right? But for you, I will take a bite of this sandwich.
You know, rye bread isn't as bad for you as white bread, so you can feel a little less guilty. Thanks, and because you probably put mustard on that, which is like 0 calories, it's not as bad. It's good. It's good. It's worth the calories, in my opinion.
Dude, it's so good. It's sick.
Yeah. There's something about smoked meat. But that's okay. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so second video.
You get passionate about smoked meat.
I get to do all the talking. You sit there. This is so good. So the second video was kind of cool. The second video, again, we're still playing on a riff of deep frying stuff. So although we're gonna watch him show us how to bake something really cool,
I love it.
Be seriously served in a restaurant for shareables, because shareables in restaurant, that's what everybody wants these days. You hear me harp on this over and over again. People are not coming in as frequently to order big mains. They're social. They want a bunch of plates on the table. They want to share stuff around. So when you're making shareables, make them actually shareable, and that's what we're going to do here. But anyways, this video is cool. He's gonna make like a. Does he make like a French onion soup in the bun? Anyways, roll the clip and tell me, would you eat this?
I've done that before.
You've done this?
Not that, like mini buns.
Mini buns. Oh, I like it.
Surprisingly, for the Calgary Stampede.
Hey, of course. Why would it be? Anybody get great food, right?
All right, here we go.
Roll the clip.
Do you want me to play it?
I think there's a play button somewhere. Yeah.
If you like French onion soup half as much as I do, then you're going to love these French onion soup stuffed buns with Gruyere cheese, Swiss cheese, and French bread. It's going down. All right, here's what you're going to need to do. Saute some onions in a pot. When they become soft, add a little bit of butter and continue to stir until they become brown. Add some chopped thyme, some salt and pepper, obviously. Mix it all together. Then add some Worcestershire sauce for that umami flavor. Mix it all up and cook it down for a few more minutes. Then to make this thick, you're going to want to add all-purpose flour. And for the concentrated soup element, combine some beef bouillon cubes with 2 tablespoons of water and continue to cook that down until it's dry and there's no more liquid. For the bread element, I'm using refrigerated French bread dough, and I separate that into 6 equal pieces and then flatten it out with my hands using some additional AP flour. Hit the center with about a tablespoon of the onion mixture and then place a cube of Gruyere cheese in the middle. Pinch it closed and then roll it into a ball, place it on a baking sheet and hit it with some egg wash. Then sprinkle on some Swiss cheese and bake it at 450 for 25 minutes.
Fantastic.
That's brilliant.
It's good. I actually like that video because it does a lot of the work for me. I don't have to tell you how to make these things, which is good because I didn't want to go through the process making one live on TV when I can actually just make one while we were talking before the lights went on and talk about it. So I really like that idea. I do feel like in a restaurant that might leave your guests a little missing something. So where's the beef? Remember that Wendy's commercial from when we were kids? I don't know. I'm older than you. And they're on the back of the car. And
You're not that much older, brother.
they're all open up the hamburger at their like whatever favorite drive-thru. Like, where's the beef? And then they go to Wendy's and they get the beef. But anyway, I think they're bringing the old ladies back. Just so you know, I think I saw a YouTube commercial.
They are. They
with
brought
the
them-
ladies, with the ladies coming back and talking about where's the beef?
Yeah, it was where's the bacon?
Where's the? Oh, that's right. It's the where's the bacon because of their breakfast. That's right. So good. Love it. Okay. So where's the beef? The beef is inside the bun. So I did the same thing that he did per se. So
Per
in
se.
here, I've got some of Lester's. Do the dance.
Okay, your daughter's gonna be embarrassed, dude.
I know. You know what? I'm like the dad that like drops her off at school, and I'm like, "Bye, honey. Have a great day."
You don't.
Oh, stay there. Stay for me. Okay.
Don't knock that oil over, dude.
I know it's gonna make a mess in my kitchen. Okay, so so I threw some Lester's. So Lester's shaved steak. I just wanted to add the beef to this. So Lester's makes a really great shaved steak. You've heard me talk about it before.
Is it steak?
So, yeah, shaved steak in here. So I took the shaved steak. So like what he did with the onions and all that stuff. Like it did all that, but like restaurant style. So I use Bermuda onions because they're sharper. They're a lot more flavorful than a regular white onion. That's step one. Step two, I didn't do the bouillon in the water and reduce it down stuff because Miners makes a beef paste. You just put a sliver of that into your onions and you've got your beef.
That's
The beef flavor from like the Lester shaved steak is plenty to make the beef flavor come through. And then of course the cheese. And I just used more of everything and made it a little bit bigger. And I deep fried it. Why not? Because it's like, let's celebrate.
Richard, do you put the Miners? I want to go back to the Miners thing really quick because Chef Rick will love you. But is it make it more intense, the Miners, than using the regular powder?
Because, you know, they call them, well, I guess the Miners beef base is called a beef base, but they're called more or less like flavor enhancers. And that's exactly what they are.
Oh.
There's a garlic one. There's and one of mine is the herbs de Provence. Again, you're using a little bit of this into your recipes, and it's really punching it forward. So that beef base is actually like good beef base. And because it's a concentrate, it's super powerful, and it adds a great deal of dimension to whatever you're doing. Right. So I use that. Obviously, a little bit of Worcestershire to give that umami. You know what I mean? That guy's talking about. And the umami is that other flavor characteristic that. I don't know. It's like sour, it's sweet. I don't know what it is. It's something fermenty, I guess. I don't know. It just really brings it together. You know, like why do people like sourdough bread over Wonder Bread? Because
Apparently it's good for you.
because everyone made one in COVID and they understood it took 19 hours to make it, so now they appreciate it. That's why. No. So I deep fried this little guy. I'm going to cut them in half and I'm going to serve them up here. I made two.
You made
Obviously,
two?
I made the dough at different temperatures. You can see this one was a little warmer, so it puffed up. But this one, the dough was a little bit cooler because I made it first, and it came out perfect without the flaw. Although the flaw looks kind of cool.
Oh, I like flaws, Richard. I'm a flaw guy.
Oh, I like to celebrate flaws. If we were all the same, we would all be boring.
Exactly, dude. You gotta celebrate the flaw. It should be a shirt.
Look at that.
No. Come around and make it closer. That's too cool looking. Are you serious, dude?
Dude, it's so good. And this
No.
is
You gotta place it up.
got another one.
I have
Look
to
at
say,
that.
a plug for Lester's because today's our last show with you for until the summer, till the fall. That smoked meat, man, I could eat a ton of that.
You know, like I just want to show you, like, I didn't plate this the way you plate it in a restaurant because you have way cooler stuff than it. But I just wanted to show you that this makes 4 nice little bites. Can you hear me well? The microphone's below me. Of 4 nice little bites. These are easy to eat for people. If you're sharing, if you got like 2 couples at the table, you got to make things in even numbers. I feel like I know that some groups are odd numbers because there's always a 5th wheel. Plug to you out there. But you know, at the end of the day, make them even numbers because a lot of groups are even numbers, and they all want to try one, right? So try one. So I used some good cheese in here. We got some ooey gooey cheese. We got the beef, we got the onions, like we got all this deep fried, so you know it's got enough fat to make it good. And Miner's Chipotle into your mayonnaise.
Love
Use
it.
the culinary mayonnaise, folks. If you're
Love
not using the culinary mayonnaise, your sauces aren't going to taste as good.
So you don't use the one at the store?
No, you got to buy like a. It's all about the protein, right? Like if you're making in advance, like sauces or like an egg salad or whatever you're doing, like you need a culinary mayonnaise because it holds better and it doesn't separate. The stuff like retail stuff is made for instant consumption and it's full of sugar, which isn't really good in restaurants.
Yeah, I'm not a. Yeah, I'm trying to cut out sugar, man. So I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
Just like a strong, like a heavy, thick culinary mayonnaise. Make that up. It's not going to separate over time. It's not going to wreck your sandwich if you're making them up in advance. Your dips are going to the flavor is going to punch through because you're not trying to, especially spicy ones. You're not trying to defeat the salt, or I mean the sugar. Sugar takes away from your heat, right? So you can make something super spicy and then cool it off with sugar. But we don't want to do that. We want to have the flavor of Chipotle come through because Chipotle, onion, beef, cheese, deep fried bread, like guys, throw me a adult beverage, and this is going to be spectacular. Oh, yeah.
It's good. Done. Give the guy like a little heart, emoji or something like that. The poor tear guy one. Yeah, Richard, don't. No, don't do.
Go with it. Just feel it.
Your poor daughter just had. She's gonna give her tear emoji.
The guys at the office are probably just sitting around somebody's laptop, just laughing at me right now. They're like, "This, we paid this guy." Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so that's that. You know what? I have to admit, this is something that I would want to share in a restaurant, especially as a guy who likes protein first and stuff like that. This is something I'd want to eat. That shaved steak, the cheese, really spicy mayonnaise on there, and of course, all that fat and wonderful stuff coming from the deep fried bread. And bread's easy to deep fry. You can do it in the same fryer that you're using because it's the same temperature, and it takes half the time.
There you go, dude.
It's a win-win. So
awesome.
makes lots of money, makes people happy. Dip, make it rip. That's good. I'm in for it. Let's do it again.
Dip, make it rip.
Just me.
What can I do with you?
Live TV, folks. Unscripted. This is what this is.
This is what happens. Well, Richard, thank you again for everything you've done over the last year. It's been a year, dude, since we started.
I know. You know what? This has been fantastic. I'm really enjoying this. I got to ask the big question for all my fans out there. Like, is TikTok getting canceled, or is TikTok versus food service getting renewed for another season?
I think it's getting renewed, is what I heard.
I like that.
I heard coming back.
I heard they're putting lots of zeros on my contract from Cisco Virtual Kitchen Network. I hear it's 0 followed by another 0 and a decimal in between. That's the talent. That's what they pay the talent here, folks.
That's what we pay, just like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, right? Like,
well, he makes a bunch of zeros and then a decimal. But anyways, we won't get into that. When you get picked up and syndicated by Sirius XM, they can start throwing the money at us. Here you go.
Well, Richard, it's been a blast. You know what? We always laugh. We think of all the way back at the first shows that we did with Steve and
I miss Steve.
Yeah, we had so much fun. So I can't believe a year's been gone. We're going to come back in September with season 3. We got about 25. We got about 15 new shows, 25 new shows, and 12 shows total, each producing 1 or 2 episodes per month. So we're packed full of shows all over the country. We're even going to do food service training from Dubai, which is going to be kind of interesting. Why not? If you're going to do food service, why don't you go to another country and do it?
That country is all about the aesthetic. They promote that in their culture, in their businesses. It's such a really good environment, and that's where you'd want to learn.
That's where you want to go learn.
That's where I want to go and learn. Like, if you're going to go and learn, like back in the day, I wanted to go to Paris to be a chef. You wanted to go or go down to Culinary Institute, America, or whatever, and learn to be a cook. That's the thing. But like, if you want to know how to be and like execute frontline service, like UAE has got it down pat. I'd go there in a second. I'd like to do a live on location. I have a client up in, we have a mutual client up in Sturgeon Falls who's been dying to have a remote food service versus TikTok show done from her kitchen. I think it'd be a lot of fun to make some cool food up there. It's lined up for blocks for people to get into this place. So I think that we need to do a live on location for next season.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. We'll do it. So, anyways, thanks again so much, Richard, for all the things you've done over this past year. And everyone else, we're back all day live from the Manitoba hospitality, not from the hospital. Wow, Richard, got to get a bigger coffee, buddy.
It's Western Canada's biggest trade show in Western Canada.
So that's how it's going to be a long day. Anyway, it's going to be a great day, but we're at the Manitoba Hospitality and Restaurant Association trade show, which is largest in Western Canada. See, I said it. Took a while. So we're over here checking out things. We're going to be broadcasting today. And then we're back tomorrow with Melanie and Chef Liana from Melanie from TD Bank. And we're going to be celebrating women in food service with Chef Liana and talking to her. So that's a great new show coming up this fall with TD Bank. And then on Thursday, we got Craft in before I leave Winnipeg. We're going to do a Craft Heinz show. And then Friday, we are back with Plant-Based Pasta with Chef Ali on Food Service Influencer Fridays.
I love plant.
And then I'm in Saskatoon next week again with the Culinary Federation.
Ooh, the Paris of the Prairies.
Yeah. So we're back and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff over in Saskatoon and we're going to do a lot of on-site stuff. So stay tuned and we got so much more. And then we wrap up at the end of the month. And then the summer, we're going to do some cool stuff through the summer. But we're back full season 3, September 1st.
Sounds amazing. I can't wait to be part of it.
Woo! It's a lot of work, man. But anyways, thanks so much, Richard. Take care. Everyone else, get out there, support our industry, and dine out. You've done enough takeout for a while. Let's go and eat in restaurants. Thanks, Richard. Cheers.